Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of Starshine Legacy, which is called The Secret of Pine Hill Mansion. I am beyond excited to keep this story going. Like, seriously. So let's just jump into it, shall we? Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Something has awakened in the town of Jorvik. An ancient power of good that has been resting has been brought to life by the arrival of a new girl in the town. Now this power is reaching out, trying to mobilize 4 unknown champions in a secret battle that is soon to come. The Soul Rider's powers will be revealed, and when darkness is at work behind closed doors, the forces of good call for a seer and a scout. Ooh. Let me guess, that's Linda, huh? Level 1, a busy day at school. Today is a day when it almost feels impossible to be Linda. Not only does she have to finish her very ambitious school project, but she is also responsible for the school magazine that is due for printing today. I'm already starting to stutter. Oh my god. As if that's not enough, she's sure to get more work from the teachers due to her competence. She braces herself and gets ready to do all her work as fast as possible because her heart is longing to get to the stables to ride Meteor. Okay! Here we are in the school again. I think every single game starts in the school. Like, the school is probably the most important place in these games. Sometimes I just have too much to do. Days like these, I just want to go to the stables and practice with Meteor. I want to be prepared for the riding championships. Well, I volunteered to be the editor-in-chief of our school paper, so I must make sure everything is on schedule for the next issue. I'm in charge now. I have to check in with Mrs. Graham and see if it's okay for me to leave a bit early today. Just because I'm ambitious and efficient and always try my hardest, people assume I can do anything. Yeah, I don't think Mrs. Graham is gonna allow you to leave early. Just saying. Just based on what I've seen. Ah, there you are, Linda. You're in the edit. You are. This is gonna be a long playthrough. You're the editor-in-chief of Jorvik School Gazette, if I'm not mistaken. Well, young lady, I hope you know that the School Gazette has never been late in its century-long history. It would be a shame if you broke the perfect record, wouldn't it? I was told everything was going fine and on schedule. I'm not putting this magazine together by myself, and I hardly know how to print it. Responsibility, hard work, and respect for traditions are the core... Oh my god, that's a weird word. Cornerstones. Okay, it was not that weird after all. The cornerstones of this school. As you well know, it is your responsibility to get the Gazette going. Get the Gazette done, Linda. This is going well. No one else will do it for you. I understand, Mrs. Graham. I'll make sure it's done. Don't just stand there, young lady. Hurry up. The clock's ticking and there are interviews missing for the last page. You have to finish them before the magazine is printed. Get going and don't waste time. Okay. That was a long dialogue. I want to get that star over there. Sooner or later. Now, I'm gonna use the map in the corner to see where I'm actually going. So we apparently have to talk to Anne, it looks like. Hi. Hi, Anne. I really need your help to complete the school Gazette. Can I do an interview with you? It won't take long. Sniff. She seems upset. I'm a little annoyed with you for not putting a picture of Fabulous Me on the cover of the magazine. Yeah, of course, that's why she's upset. I'm convinced more people would read it if it had a picture like that on the front page. I know I would. But okay, let's make it quick. Josh is waiting for me. Ooh, of course. So how did she actually get along with Josh? I thought that he was just into Lisa, but apparently he's into Anne now. Thanks, Anne. I really, really appreciate it. This is a short thing for the back cover. We're doing personal interviews with interesting students, so just tell me a little about yourself. Okay, my name is Anne and my father is the most important man in Jorvik. We have a long history of being the most important family in Jorvik, not like those rich, upstart, dark corporation people. Yeah, like Darkcore, is that what you mean? I suspect that's what she means. That's interesting backstory though, like her father is really important. We don't hear about that in SSO. The only thing we hear about her family in SSO is her mother, which I'm guessing we're gonna see later on because they hinted that she's gonna be important, but yeah, interesting. Okay, if you say so. What are your goals in life? Well, I could really do just about anything, but my personality and good looks make me better suited for modeling, or maybe acting, than for an academic career. Now this is very different from SSO today. Yeah, I said it last episode, I'm gonna say it again, I miss this Anne, really. I'm always gonna do it, it's just me being nostalgic from these versions. But, yeah. You must make sure to use a really good picture of me in the magazine. It should be big, and in color. Wait, maybe black and white would be more artistic. No, it should be in color. That's cute. I mean, she's confident. It's not a bad thing. I mean, she's not mean, she just sounds kind of stuck up. Where am I going now? Oh, upstairs. Okay, I was wondering why that dot kind of led me into the wall, but it's cute because it's upstairs. So, just for like a little backstory. Oh, we're actually following Anne. Just for a little backstory, I don't actually think... I think we had all the 4 games when I was a child, but I think I only played the first one and last one. At least that's what I can recover. So I don't really remember a lot of this story. The only thing I played it for is to get footage from my videos, literally. I just ran through it, like speedrun it to get footage from my videos because I know parts of the story is important. But anyway, let's get back. Hi Lisa, how are you? You did great in the tournament last week. Congratulations. I was wondering if you could help me get the school gazette finished. I need an interview of you. I need an interview of you. It'll just take a sec. Hi Grimp. You just walked into the camera. It'll just take a sec, yeah. Sure, and thanks. It's strange, though. I can hardly believe all that's been happening this past few weeks, days. Where am I head? I'm just so lost. I'm making up this dialogue by myself at this point. I'm really happy things are back to normal now. Yeah, speaking of which, I was wondering, are you really dating Josh? Oh, they're addressing it! Okay. Linda, she walked into the camera too! Linda, I don't know what to do about that. He's really nice and all that, but I know Anne has a crush on him. Anyway, what do you want to know about me for the Gazette? Well, it would be nice to hear a little about who you are, and since you're new to Jorvik, it'd be interesting to hear what you have to say about the place. Yeah, like you said, I'm new here and I live with my dad. He spends a lot of his time out on the Darkcore platforms. Everyone in Jorvik has been really nice to me, with a few exceptions, I guess. I'm getting to like the town. I'm into rock music, I play a lot myself, and I've taken up riding too down at the stables. Now, see, Lisa Peterson is into rock music and she plays a lot of that herself. So that's Lisa Peterson for you. This one is always gonna be my Lisa Peterson. I'm probably annoying the new players who really like the new designs and prefer the new Lisa. I'm sorry, I just really like the old versions of all of the Soul Riders. Probably all of the characters, actually. Thanks, Lisa. We have to get together after school and talk about all the strange stuff that happened last week. Maybe we'll see each other at the stables. We can talk more then. Okay, that was all. Now... probably Alex, I'm guessing. Why are you just standing here? What do you have to say? Is the Gazette finished? Do my picture turn out well? Well, we'll see. I love how she just ended up standing there and not doing anything. But yeah, like I said, I think from memory I can only remember like the first and last game. So I'm not quite sure about the story here, but we're just gonna make it pretty interesting. Oh, come on, let's talk. Hey Alex, I'm finishing the next issue at the school Gazette. What are you doing, Lisa? Now Lisa is acting strange. I love the AI in this game, seriously. I'm finishing the next issue of the school Gazette and I'd like to ask you a few questions. Is that okay with you? Sure, Linda. I'd love to help if I can. Fire away. Great. It's really simple. I'm putting portraits and short interviews of some students in the back on the back of the cover. So if you could just tell me a little bit about yourself, that'd be great. Sure, I don't know if anyone will care, but since you're asking, I'm Alex and I live with my mother and 4 brothers over at the Crow's Nest. See, the neighborhood is called the Crow's Nest and I didn't even realize this at first. It took a really long time before I realized this. It's a very poor area and it can be really cold in winter. My baby brother is the most important thing in my life and I like to spend time with horses and fixing engines in my spare time. This also is actually kind of different from the Alex we have now. I've always said that she didn't really change that much, but I mean her relationship with James is really different. Like, she says here that James is the most important thing in her life, and in SSO she kind of just bullies him almost. Not bullies him, but yeah, she's acting up around him. Yeah. That's really interesting. What do you want to do when you finish school? That's a tough question. Work with horses or maybe a mechanic fixing cars in a garage. That would be cool. It'd be great if I could do both. Yeah, that sounds good. And now, let me guess. Have to return to Mr. Graham. Finally, the last interview is done. Now, now I can print the Gazette. I really hope the printer in the library is working. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We need to finish all our schoolwork too. Is that just like finishing the Gazette? You know what? I was actually really interested in talking to this guy. Hi Linda, you know, Lisa did really well in the tournament last week. She seems like a nice girl. Do you think she's interested in me? You should probably ask her, but I know someone who is for sure. Yeah, I know you're friends with Anne, but she can be so strange. Sometimes she's the nicest, and then suddenly she acts like royalty from another planet, where they don't speak to puny mortals like me. I know, she can be pretty arrogant, but she really is a good person, you know. Sorry, but I've gotta go. See you around, Josh. Oh, that was a pretty interesting conversation, actually. I've discovered that talking to the NPCs is actually pretty interesting in these games because they can give you a lot of background information on the characters and stuff, which we haven't really gotten in any other game. So now all the stuff is finally in place. I'm ready to print. Soon I can take Meteor out for a ride. Let's go. Those pages look awfully blank. Oh, okay. Oh no, I can't believe it. What's the problem now? Nothing seems to work for me today. Aha. There's no ink on the printer. In the printer. No wonder the pages are blank. I love how accurate that is. Like, I commented how the pages are blank because the game is old. It has blank pages. It doesn't look like it's anything. And that is not supposed to have anything on it. I don't know how to fix it, but wait, maybe the janitor can help me. I must find him quickly. I saw him right out in the hall, so let's just run out and get him. Mr. Grimp! What? Where is he? I swear, I saw him down here earlier. He couldn't possibly have walked upstairs this fast. I'm gonna take that star real quick, because I just have to collect the stars. Where is he? Is that him? There he is! How did you get up here so fast? Considering how slow he walks. The printer in the library isn't working. I think it's out of ink. Are you sure about that? You haven't been tampering with it. You didn't break it, did you? No, of course not. Please, I really need to print the Gazette. Mrs. Graham is going to be furious with me if I'm not done on time. Mrs. Graham? Huh. She's a bit of a dragon sometimes, isn't she? Okay, I'll see what I can do. Follow me. Let's go and have a look at that printer, shall we? Thanks. Nice. I love his humming! Do you hear his humming? It's great! It's great. He's like all carefree and stuff, just humming for himself. I've always loved to see like what's inside of these rooms. Yeah? There you go, Linda. The ink cartridge is in place and the printer is up and running again. I'm glad I could save you from Mrs. Graham. She can be very frightening at times. Trust me, I know. Oh. Thank you very much, sir. You really saved my day. I love how all the teachers just know that Mrs. Graham is scary. I would actually really love if Mrs. Graham turned out to actually be like a witch or something. Because they said that in the last game, didn't they? So now the stuff is finally in place. I'm sure I'm ready to print. Soon I can take Meteor out for a ride. Now there's a picture on it. Nice! That looks way more like a paper. What's the saying? Publish or perish? Well, now that the Gazette is printed, I can finally get out of here. If Mrs. Graham lets me go, of course. I really hope I don't run into Mrs. Graham again. She sounded like she had even more tasks for me to do, and I'm really late for these stables. Poor Meteor, I'm sure he misses me. Yeah, he must have. Gonna grab this star real quick. If I can get up. Oh! It's so typical. There she is, and there's no way I can get out another way. Maybe if I just walk past and pretend that it's raining. That it's raining? Pretend that it's raining? Hello there, young lady. Are you done with this Gazette? Good. I am pleased to see you take responsibility and complete the Gazette. Now I have another thing for you to do. Of course you do. Professor Human? Oh, I've never heard about this one. Professor Hyman Human? Yeah, Human. Professor Human. Professor Hyman is about to lecture at the Royal Academy of Science, and he needs our help. On that blackboard behind you, the professor wrote down his theories and diagrams that explain the more, shall we say, complex parts of them. All I need you to do is write this down on paper so that Professor what did I say? Hyman's theories are saved for posterity. Okay. And that he can hold his lecture. He's really nervous and needs the notes to make a good presentation. You'll find me in the hall when you're done. So I have to write down the notes. I still have the task that says I have to finish all my schoolwork. That's annoying. It's blank though, just like the paper. No, someone wiped out the parts of the blackboard. Of course. But everything's gone though, it's not just parts of it, everything's gone. Whatever I write down won't be complete. Mr. Hyman will be devastated. But he held his lecture just a couple of hours ago. I'm sure some students took notes. Maybe if I find them, they can show me their notes. Okay, so I have to talk to some students. Let's see. Find someone who has taken notes from Mrs. Hyman's class. Okay, so I just have to talk to... I guess I have to talk to like Anne and stuff, but I could talk to anyone. Probably. Not Mrs. Graham. I'm sorry, Linda. I was there, but I didn't take any notes. Can't really remember that class at all. But I saw other students taking notes. Maybe you should ask around. Yeah, I will. He quoted so many different people during that lecture. I think I've got them all written down. Here's the list I managed to put together. Please take it. Ooh. Okay, so... we just have to find more students. What about this guy? He apparently doesn't want to talk to us at all. What about this one? Is this a girl? Yeah, that's a girl. Hi. Yes, I wrote down the list of required reading in my calendar. Please copy it if you need it. Nice, 2 out of 5. There's no more students up here, so... Are there even enough students in here to get, like, 5? Have I talked to you? Sorry, Linda, I can't help you. I wasn't in class today. What, you were ditching school? Who are you? What about you? This guy? Well, I was at Hyman's lecture, but I was drawing comics. But wait, I did write down the order of unstable elements in the Hyman system. The Hyman system? Does he have his own system? You can have that page from me. I don't really get it anyway. Sounds like this class was very confusing. Sure, I took some notes at the Hyman lecture. I've got most of it in my locker, but I did the Hyman correlation chart on the back of this paper. It's all I've got. Feel free to use it. Nice. So you don't run away from me. I need to talk to you. The Hyman lecture, actually, I do have the diagrams on the fluctuations of the lost arithmetical nouns. Copy this. It's all I have, but I hope you have some use for it. Okay. 5 out of 5. That's it. Mr. Hyman's notes are complete. Now I can finally get out of here. I just need to hand these over to Mrs. Graham first. Okay, I saw her over here, so let's just go talk to her. She's just standing and admiring that thing. Oh, my dear child. Sounds like we're her favorite student. That was not 1 second too soon. Professor Hyman's really nervous and terrified of making a bad impression at this lecture. I'll go straight to him with the notes. He'll be so relieved. And as usual, you have proven what a resourceful girl you are. Thank you, Mrs. Graham. You know, it's getting late and I really want to get down to the stables before it's too late. Unless there's something else. Now that you mention it, we are all looking forward to your essay on the landmarks of Jorvik. Why, I already told my colleagues about those photographs in the trophy cabinet and the light you shed on their origin. They were really interested and were eager to know more as soon as possible. Well, sure, Mrs. Graham, but the work on the landmarks isn't supposed to be done for another 3 weeks. I hardly did anything today, and with the Gazette and all... Sniff. Maybe I've been exaggerating. Sniff? What? Yeah, that's a sniff, whatever. Maybe I've been exaggerating the process of your work. But you wouldn't want to make the faculty disappointed, would you? Or even worse, make a fool out of me in front of my colleagues. At least make sure you do some research today so I can sleep tonight, knowing that you're making a good progress on the essay. Yeah, she really is a wicked witch. She's really strict. I would not like to have her as a teacher. A moon rock, strange. This piece of stone was discovered on the shores of Jorvik in the late 40s. It has some strange qualities. Come on, Eleanor, you can talk. More like rocks found after meteor showers. Interesting. It says here that the rock was part of a collection of strange minerals at the Pine Hill Mansion. It was donated to the school when Pine Hill was abandoned. Have you ever noticed that their horses are actually named after important things in the game, like Meteor and Starshine at least? I don't know what Tinkan means, but Concord is actually a plane company, or like a flight company, so I find that really funny considering that he can fly. What's this? An article about the famous astronomer Gilbertus visiting the headmaster. It seems the headmaster lived at Pine Hill in the 20s, and it seems a lot of things were going on down there then. Well, that's all I can figure out by looking at this little object. Yeah, I've talked about this before, but this could possibly be disco. I know it sounds crazy if you haven't watched the theory, but I have a theory and it involves this being disco basically. I didn't catch it at first because, like I said, I didn't play these games as a child, I think. So I had to add it afterwards, but yeah, Giobertus and Disco may actually be the same person, and he was also the headmaster of Star Academy. Okay, let's move on. Look, here's a photograph of Pine Hill in all its formal glory. There's Headmaster Stunkins and his chauffeur. Hey, wait a minute, that chauffeur looks almost exactly like Mr. Sands, that spooky guy who tried to kidnap Lisa's horse Starshine a couple of weeks ago. That's enough for now. I think this is a good start on an essay on Pine Hill Mansion. I hope Mrs. Graham will be satisfied with my initial research. Okay, now I'm finally done and well prepared for school tomorrow. I just hope I can get out of here and off to meet her without any more delays. I'm heading for the front door. Okay. Now I finally finished like all the tasks at least. Heading for the front door. Level 1 completed! Okay. Nice! So that was actually a real interesting level with a lot of background information that I didn't really see coming. Not all of it at least. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video and this part. This was part 1 of the Starshine Legacy episode 2. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'll see you around. Bye!